gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all tell me what they say.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take all
What
your
more do you want from me?
What's good, cyberspace? It's a
Year-old girl is now recovering in
Chico.
DeKalb County after being shot yesterday afternoon. DeKalb police have now arrested 27-year-old F. Davis in connection to the shooting. It happened at an apartment complex in Stone Mountain near
12-year-old shot in Stone Mountain. I mean, the metro Atlanta area is on fire like never before. I mean, how do you have a 12-year-old girl shot? It's ridiculous. But this is normal for the community. You know, sometimes I sit back and watch these reports. I'm just like, man, how do they not get tired of this? It just doesn't make any sense. And it's almost like people are unaware of just passively going on, not really saying anything about it. You know, the murmurs of crime and violence have definitely gone down in the mainstream media. Even though we've had some horrific things going on, they've been real quiet about the violence that's going on during the holidays.
Stone Mountain High and Hambrook Elementary. Officers tell 11 Alive the shooting stemmed from an argument between the girl's mother and a man. Davis is now facing aggravated assault, cruelty to children, and weapons charges.
We are staying on top of the investigation into the shooting of a 12-year-old in DeKalb County. Here's what we know right now. Around the same time yesterday, DeKalb police responded to this apartment complex in Stone Mountain where a 12-year-old girl was shot. This is on Central Drive, not far from Stone Mountain High and Hambrook Elementary. Police say the shooting stemmed from an argument between the girl's mother and a man. A woman.
So this super gremlin got in an argument with a sister. Okay. They were going back and forth. And in order to get at her, he decided to shoot her daughter. These super gremlins are on demon time.
A woman who lives nearby told us she's used to hearing gunshots in the area.
It doesn't happen to kids over here. Usually be adults get shot or you just hear things going on, but for a child to get shot, it's not a good look. It's not nothing that I want to.
She said, it usually doesn't happen over here. Usually you'll see adults get shot, but kids, that's where I draw the line, you know. These super gremlins laid out in the street, though, you know, I can live with that. Her words, not mine. Let's run it back.
It doesn't happen to kids over here. Usually be adults get shot or you just hear things going on, but for a child to get shot, it's not a good look. It's not nothing that I want to say is good. It's not. That's a kid.
I mean, anybody getting shot shouldn't be a good look, but these sisters are the main ones who they protect the shooters, okay? The shooters had to have a safe haven in their little apartment. That's the truth. That's what's going on.
Her whole life ahead of her.
That little girl was rushed to the hospital, and we are working to get an update on how she's doing. Police say they did
Hope
make
she
an arrest
survives.
in connection with this shooting. A 27-year-old now faces aggravated assault, cruelty to children, and weapons charges.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jinquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jinquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your
Y'all tell me what this shit.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more
shit
do
off.
you want from me?
We have some breaking news coming into the newsroom. We're following breaking news
She go.
in DeKalb County tonight.
That's right. It's a very developing story here. We know at least 2 people were shot at a KFC. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn joins us live on the scene tonight on Wesley.
You cannot make this up. 2 people shot at the KFC. And I saw a meme the other day that said, which one is more dangerous? They didn't say which one. They said, whose employees, whose staff would win in a fight? McDonald's or Waffle House staff? And now they have a shooting at KFC. Colonel Sanders is rolling in his grave.
Chapel Road. This is right near Snapfinger Woods Drive. And Cody, what have you learned so far?
We can confirm again, 2 people were shot, and they were shot inside the KFC. I was actually on a separate story interviewing a family when we started getting passed by DeKalb County police officers going code. Come to find out, they were heading to this KFC right now behind me, a very busy intersection here. You can see the windows are shattered out of this KFC. A witness tells me that when he came around the corner of a nearby business, he saw one of the victims shot multiple times, grabbing his abdomen and chest, slumped over, walking out of this KFC.
They better not have been fighting over some fried chicken. And you know they were. You know they were, man. These super chicken loving gremlins are on demon time.
A second victim was found in the parking lot. Both of these victims have been taken to the hospital. Now, I did talk to a KFC employee who says she just can't believe this. All she did was show up for work today, and this happened at her place of employment. Luckily, no innocent bystanders were shot. Again, we do not know the circumstances of what led up to this shooting. DeKalb County Police just confirming to us again, 2 men in their 30s were shot here. Again, witnesses tell us multiple times. Now, DeKalb County is saying this is non-life-threatening injuries, but again, to be shot more than once, obviously they are hurt here pretty bad. We are still working to talk to more witnesses here. We were told that a brown expedition was seen leaving this scene, which is believed to be the suspect's vehicle. We'll have much more on this coming up tonight at 11 here on 11 Alive.
All right, Cody, thanks a lot, especially with families possibly in that area.
On top of breaking news in DeKalb County within the last 15 minutes, we found out the police there are investigating a double shooting now at a KFC on Wesley Chapel Road.
Dang, they done got the choppers out and everything. Y'all done made the KFC hot, bro. DeKalb County's on fire. Something's got to change. Something's got to give, bro. We cannot just keep... This looks horrible. First, it was the McDonald's. Okay. We got fights at the McDonald's. We got shootings at the McDonald's. Then we got Burger King employees getting shot after giving up the money in New York, which we covered earlier this year. We got Waffle House shootings. Okay. We had a brother gunned down at the Waffle House because of CV regulations. And now we shooting up the KFC. Walking into, if walking into a stereotype was a person, this is not good, y'all.
That's where News Chopper 2 is above right now. Live images now at almost 6:15 tonight. Channel 2's Justin Carter is on the ground for us now at this scene, also live. And Justin, you just got there. What can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. It is a chaotic scene out here. We're along Wesley Chapel Road, the 2500 block of Wesley Chapel Road. Let's get right to the scene right now. This is right outside the KFC in DeKalb County. You can see several shattered panes of glass. I'm counting at least 2 or 3 shattered panes of glass right now.
And they're blaming this one on poverty, guys. This one, poverty is the reason why this occurred.
You can see the crime scene unit right now collecting evidence. It looks like they're collecting some type of fragment on the ground right now. What we know, just in the last 12 minutes, we just got some new information. We're told that an employee actually called 911 around 4:50, so about an hour and a half ago. 4:50, that call came in. When crews arrived, when first responders arrived, they found 2 men in their 30s with gunshot wounds. One was in the parking lot here at this KFC, and the other
2 men in their 30s, man. I'm telling you, bro. You in your 30s and you still are bussing at random chicken joints. This is crazy, man. When is the community gonna grow up, y'all?
other one was in the street. This is a very busy area too. This is Wesley Chapel Road. They were both transported to the hospital, and what we're gathering right now, both are expected to be okay. They sustained life-threatening injuries, but I did just speak to a manager here from this KFC. She said,
and they walk away with their lives. That's crazy, man. Maybe they might have some health complications in the future. Hopefully God teaches them a lesson. Honestly, I don't know what happened. Whoever started it, that's the one that needs to be taught a lesson. It could have been a self-defense shooting, but I guess we'll just have to wait for the charges. I don't know what happened, but it had to be over some chicken or maybe a spot in line or something dumb. Maybe mashed potatoes or the macaroni and cheese. Some KFCs don't sell the macaroni and cheese, though. So, or they always be out. We out of macaroni and cheese.
says that she didn't hear any arguments or anything. She was actually in the office at the time. She didn't hear anything, and all of a sudden she heard gunshots. She says that none of the employees at this KFC were involved in this. This did not transpire between a customer and an employee. This was an isolated incident between 2 individuals. She says that she did not hear any arguments between anyone. All of a sudden, around 4:50, she heard gunshots. So, of course, we're going to be gathering some new details and just figuring out what exactly transpired here from police. But that is the latest with this investigation here in DeKalb County along Wesley Chapel Road. Definitely a heavy police presence. So if you can avoid this area, you should. We're live here in DeKalb County. Justin Carter, Channel 2 Action News.
Just avoid the community and all at this point. Just avoid the community and all, bro, because it's not looking good, man.
Thinking about all the people there that could have been caught in the crossfire. Justin, thank you. So here's another live look now at the scene from News Chopper 2. So we're going to stay on top of the story. We'll update you as we learn more information on air.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot up there by the police. I get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. So I wanted to break this one down. And this is going to be more of a chill stream. I promised myself I wouldn't go live again on this channel until February 18th. That's when I can reapply for monetization. But, you know, things happen. Just wanted to go live and kind of update you guys on what is going down in the community. I mean, it's so much that I couldn't really catch up to in the individual video. So I definitely want to clear this out of my notes, all the the stories that I didn't get to cover. But I did want to highlight what happened today, or maybe a few days ago online, when it comes to the Family Guy diss. So Family Guy ended up dissing Nipsey Hussle, and I mean, it was pretty funny. I mean, I mean, a lot of people on social media, excuse me, feel like it was a diss, but I thought it was pretty funny. So we're gonna break that down real quick. Let me just link. Let me see. All right, here we go. So I got the clip up, and I'm gonna read the comments in the YouTube chat, and then I'm gonna read the comments in the Shade Room chat, because it's literally like night and day, guys. It's so funny, like the reactions that are coming from this. But here's the scene. Here's the scene from Quahog, where they made a diss to Nipsey Hussle. Let's listen up.
Sunday. Perfect day to dangle my feet in the pool with the other heavier wives. Loose burger meat on a sunny day. This is nice, isn't it, Beverly? Bev, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Well, then say it.
You guys, the Dylans just had the best idea. What do you say we all go to Coachella with a Q, Quahog's 3-day music festival?
Oh, music festival, huh? You think the Von Trapps will stick around to pick up their award this time?
I don't know about them, but they're going to have holograms of Tupac and also Nipsey Hussle, who I'd never heard of and then was told to care immensely about.
So there it goes. He said they're going to have holograms of Tupac and Nipsey Hussle, who I'd never heard of, but I was told to care immensely about. And that's kind of what happened. You know, I personally knew who Nipsey Hussle was, but a lot of people did not know who Nipsey Hussle is. And although people were saying, oh, the marathon continues, it really didn't continue. Okay. And it's so crazy how his whole situation went down. All these different conspiracy theorists that are coming up and saying this happened, that happened. People arguing on Clubhouse. Obviously, his legacy has been tainted a little bit, because Whack 100 actually put out that there is possibly a intercourse tape with him and Laura London and some other guy where he was being cucked and he was watching somebody smash his girl. And then after the guy did what he did inside of his girl, he allegedly drank it out. That's what they're saying was depicted in this intercourse tape that has put a permanent mark, if you will, on Nipsey Hussle's legacy. Because if that actually happened, then I can't in good faith just like keep listening to Nip. I'm not gonna lie, because that's some wild shit.
Stick around to pick up their award this time?
I don't know about them, but they're going to have holograms of Tupac and also Nipsey Hussle, who I'd never heard of and then was told to care immensely about.
So this was the Dylans' idea? Oh, we can't take credit for it. Any young person would have thought of it.
Do I have to wear a tuxedo like Frank and Sammy, or is that just for the people on stage?
So that was a little funny clip where they diss Nipsey Hussle. Hold on. Let me pull that back up because I want to read the comments. I want to read the comments of, damn. Oh, there it goes. I want to read the comments of from the video on YouTube, because a lot of people on Instagram are not having it, even though they're not going to do anything. Nobody's going to come and try and slide on ops or anything like that. Nobody's going to try and target the producers or the writers of the show. This shit is crazy. They say, I think the nicest thing about this episode is how Meg doesn't seem like she's being treated like trash here. 2 more clips and I can say I watched this episode. I find it funny how Stewie can go back and forth from a psychopath to being a toddler. The way Stewie jumped in the pool was cute. What? I totally missed that. I didn't even see Stewie jump in the pool at all, honestly. Yeah, I didn't see Stewie jump in the pool. Maybe they're referring to the full episode because I didn't see that, but it appears that they're not even addressing it at all. Okay, we have somebody. As a Nipsey fan, this too relatable. Oh, so this actually came out a year ago. Now that I'm reading the comments. A tuxedo like Frank and Sammy, great Rat Pack reference. Okay. Stewie jumping in the pool in the beginning was adorable. Let's see. Damn, R.I.P. Nip. I never thought I'd hear his name in a Family Guy episode. That's crazy. As a Nipsey fan, this joke is truly accurate. That's hilarious. So it looks like his fans aren't really taking it too close to heart. Did anyone see Stewie jumping in the pool? Okay, I'm gonna have to run that back because I didn't see Stewie jump in the pool. Oh, there you go. Look at Stewie. Look at Stewie there. Y'all seen Stewie jump in the pool, man? He looked like he was having a great time. Splash. He made a big splash too. Let's see. People are really mad about this joke after 2 years. Yeah. And that means that they actually made that joke very close to his passing. So that just shows you the comedic palette of some of these writers. R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle, but for real, I had no idea who the hell he was. Wow. So people didn't know who he was. They said Sound of Music reference was impressive. That's an oldie. Oh yeah, the Sound of Music. And I think they actually removed this scene. Social media made it seem way worse that when there's Whack on Clubhouse saying worse, 6ix9ine did worse, and Charleston White, who dissed him. Also, people haven't canceled them. Yeah, that is true. I mean, they let these niggas get away with saying anything. This is literally a joke on the younger generation trying to eat Annie in every bit of pop culture in hopes to be more relevant with today's youth and society. Let me know memes, and I watch Kim Kardashian shows. Am I trending yet? Okay, so let's go to the Shade Room reaction to this scene, because this is going to tell us what the community thinks about this scene. So there's the scene again. I think the joke was more on people who always jump on the clout from an artist being dead, but that's my opinion. Yeah, a lot of people were flying out to Cali on behalf of Nipsey Hussle when I guarantee they didn't hear of Nipsey Hussle before. They just wanted to take a picture by his mural, okay, which is kind of weird, but that's what they was doing, man. I mean, that's the reality. A lot of people were going out there and they didn't know who the fuck Nipsey Hussle was. So we got some blue check marks laughing. Y'all so sensitive. Family Guy since 1998, been on timing like this. It was more of the truth than a joke. A lot of y'all and or mainstream audience didn't even know who was till he passed. Clearly the joke they making. Clearly the writers know who he is. It's from the perspective of average white American, which I would say many don't know who Nipsey is at all. Family Guy done open, even black people don't know who Nipsey Hussle is until he died. Family Guy done openly made jokes about 9/11, like literally a year or two after it happened. This is slight for them. So why the fuck, like, is Family Guy able to get a pass, but then everybody else gets canceled? Why am I canceled? Why am I shadow banned on this platform? And guys, don't worry, we're going to get into some news stories. I mean, the community is out of control. It's getting worse, man. But I did want to react to this one first because that's the main theme of the whole show. Family Guy been offensive for years. Please tell me Nip ain't where y'all finna decide to draw the line. LOL, RIP to Nip though. So it looks like black people don't really care. Black people have to go to stop acting like we're off limits when it comes to dark humor. We're not special. See, they say this in one breath and give Family Guy the pass. But then when, when we start talking about the community, they want to shut you up. Make it make sense. People really mad that white characters said they didn't know who Nipsey Hussle was until after he died. He wasn't mainstream enough for them to know him. So I deem this as facts. I don't see what them being white has to do with it, but okay. I feel like this joke is that like white hipster type people like Chris is portraying didn't for the most part know him and just started caring after he died. I say this from his death to this day. It's nothing disrespectful, but it definitely shows how everyone be on the bandwagon. Yep. So it looks like the community is okay with this joke. Okay. Looks like the community is okay with this joke. Let me try and see if Say Cheese audience has a different perspective, because this is fascinating. Guys, this is fascinating. All right. Let's see. Boom. Stop sharing that. All right. This creates opportunity for people to search him up and fall in love with his heart and what he stood for. Pump the brakes on the canceling stuff. It's more of a joke on society. People don't pay attention to people till they dead. Nipsey wasn't as popular alive, and y'all know that. That's true. LOL, Family Guy not worried about ninjas watching their show anymore. That is also true. Or ever. LMAO, if you really offended, name 10 Nipsey songs without Google. Woo. That's real. And then, niggas is using Google and then dropping songs like, come on. Come on. I mean, you can't be mad because a nigga don't know who somebody is. Yeah, that's true. I mean, are they lying though? So the community, it looks like they took this one pretty well. Looks like they took this one pretty well. So, all right, let's get into my next topic. We're going to talk about, oh man, I've got so much. We're going to talk about Ed Reed and Bethune-Cookman, the beloved HBCU that people are demanding every black person go to. They're demanding that, black people just accept bad facilities. Okay. That's really what it is. Like they really want you to accept bad facilities. And I've already said that HBCUs are pretty much a I mean, it's the truth, but it's really like a glorified high school for niggas, man. That's really what it is. It's really just a glorified high school for niggas, man. Because the facilities aren't there. The AC, even the AC, before. Okay, so Ed Reed dissed Bethune-Cookman in a TikTok video where he had almost 500. Let me try and find the rant. Almost 500 people live. I think he had 340 and it was climbing. And then he gave an emotional speech before. I mean, this is a lot. It's a lot, guys. It really is. So I'm trying to get everything together. But I do want to see the initial. Okay, here's the initial rant. 4 minutes. And now the students are protesting. They're protesting his dismissal. So I respect this from those students, man, because the old guard of the community, the people who are in power positions at these HBCUs, they're trash. They're trash. I don't give a fuck how much tenure they have. I don't give a damn how many degrees they have. I don't give a damn how much they know about African American studies. They're trash. They're trash. And the people are speaking up. The students are speaking up. You know, when you have HBCU students who say, oh, I take so much pride in I take so much pride in the HBCUs. When you have the students coming out and protesting, that's different. Like the most that you'll see like protests at PWIs is, you know, I'm trying to think of some, you know, they're trying to make sure that you get rid of the plastic straws or some shit. So here's Ed Reed's rant. He's going to keep it a buck about HBCUs, and this is not exclusive to Bethune-Cookman. Heyo. Heyo. This is not exclusive to Bethune-Cookman. This is damn near every HBCU. Y'all seen what was happening on Howard? I've covered it on my channel. Y'all don't care. Y'all seen what was happening at Howard? I covered it on my channel. Y'all are quiet about it. Quiet. Quiet as a mouse. And they're still demanding people, man, well, these 5-star recruits, they still need to go to the HBCUs. I don't care if Deion Primetime Sanders left or whatever. Deion didn't leave. They ran his ass up out of there. How about that? How about that? That man is too old. He's got things going on with his leg, his foot. Got injuries catching up to him in his older age. The man may not be able to walk without crutches in the future. And y'all niggas ran him the fuck up out of there. That's what happened. It's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. Okay? That's exactly what happened. Y'all ran him up out of there, robbing him, breaking into his children's vehicles, making it unsafe for his players. So much so that he got to implement, 8 p.m. curfews for all his players. They can't have no fun. This is what's going down at the HBCUs.
Want change around here.
You saw the front of the building.
Terrible.
This the back of the building. They working on the front of the building. This the same people said, we gonna help you build what you want. How I'm gonna believe you, man? How I'm gonna believe them? Didn't I tell you I don't trust nobody? I'm coming over giving them the same.
You heard what he said. Don't trust nobody, especially these niggas, man. That's really what it is. That's what he really meant to say. He ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Don't trust these niggas. They gonna overpromise, underdeliver.
Same passion, and they smiling and laughing in my thing. Funny? We gonna ride through the fence that they ain't fixed the fence. We about to ride through this fence. This ain't even football side. This ain't even the football side.
Woo! And he is airing them out. And they do not want that. Look at the black women in the chat. I want y'all to pay attention to the chat. The black women don't want this exposed. Let's run back the chat and read some of these chats. Okay? While I eat my my chicken burrito. Let's read some of these chats because the black women do not want him exposing this.
Want change around here.
You saw the front of the building.
Terrible.
This the back of the building. They working on the front of the building. This the same people say.
Look at Miss Jazzy. Miss Jazzy says, OMG.
Said, we gonna help you build what you want. How I'm gonna believe you, man?
Somebody said a hurricane. They trying to skirt accountability. They trying to put it on a hurricane. He said a hurricane didn't crack the building foundation or rust out the HVAC system. Bethune-Cookman was trying to blame it on a damn hurricane, y'all.
How I'm gonna believe them? Didn't I tell you I don't trust nobody? I'm coming over giving them the same passion and they smiling and
Ken Gemini says this shit foul. People saying yes, change.
laughing in my thing. Funny?
Okay, so a brother says, bro, we private and done won with less. It ain't perfect, but it take time.
Thing funny?
To make change. Bruh, it's been time. It's 2023. It's been time. Y'all had plenty of time, plenty of funding. Trump actually disseminated a lot more funds to the HBCUs. Y'all could have used that money to improve your facilities. Stop spending on bullshit. Stop upping your salaries and spend it on the facilities. Okay? All of these HBCUs need auditing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They don't want that.
We're going to ride through the fence that these...
It says, they back don't matter to them because nobody can see it, but they build in a lobby.
Through the fence that these... They ain't fixed the fence. We about to ride through this fence.
Someone says, we need channel. Our children need you. Forget the people running the place. So he's just supposed to forget the people running the place and then just do without. Just be there, just to be there.
This ain't even football side. This ain't even the football side.
Look at Miss Jazzy J.
Talking...
Look at Miss Jazzy. You tripping. You tripping. Because he's telling the truth about these HBCUs. And he's tripping. No, they're tripping. They have mold in the HVAC system. You heard. They're tripping.
Oh, Madden and my Uncle Prime. Y'all mad at Dion, mad at Prime. This shit is every HBCU. Bro, we riding through the fence.
You heard what he said. This is every HBCU. This is every HBCU. This is every HBCU.
Bro, we riding through the fence. This shit is every HBCU. Bro, we riding through the fence. This is track, bro. This is track. This is what they practice on. It's a straightaway.
They have a straightaway, bro. I know they got more money than that. I know they got more money than that. What's the average tuition? Average tuition at Bethune-Cookman. Wow. Wow. Okay. So for an undergrad, and this is a normal full schedule, 12 to 18 hours, it's $12,595 a semester. That's for the spring, or that's for the fall. And then the same for the spring, which totals to $25,190. $25,190, bro. They got the money, bro. They got the money because that's damn near close to a D1 PWI tuition. Because I think my tuition was like $30 a year. Max. $30 a year max. If that. Let me see. Wow. So the in-state tuition for an undergraduate at the University of Georgia. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure. So for 1 year, it's $27,946. And that's with a meal plan. And the facilities are stupendous. They're amazing. They're beautiful. The campus is beautiful. Nothing out of place. You can leave your laptop anywhere on campus. Come back the next day. It's there. Can't say the same for these HBCUs. So if I'm comparing the cost of tuition, $25,000 to be at a shitty HBCU or $27,000 to go to a PWI, have room and board, the best training facilities, the best meal plan, 7-day meal plan, dining halls that are 24/7, 24 hours. Which one you choosing? I'll wait. Let me know in the chat which one you choosing.
This is intramural field. You can't practice on this. These kids got this to work with. Trash. Yeah, I'm showing it. At this point, I got to show this. I'm not even the head coach. Congratulations.
Somebody asked a good question. Where's the money going? Where's the money going? Question mark. Private institution. Where is the money going, goddammit? Where is the money going?
Man, I should go my ass home. I said I should. I ain't. It ain't happening. Because of that lady right there.
Miss Jazzy J said, that track made champions. Where? Where? This is not the 1960s no more. Champions where? Miss Jazzy J is tight.
Because of her right there. Miss Mary, you see her with the cane? Coach Kane. That's what you call me. Coach Kane is who I am. Don't cry. Do something. Y'all see these buildings right here? You see these buildings right here? Y'all see these buildings right here? This corner. Y'all see this right here? This here, this shit is abandoned right here.
Wow.
They're hoarding trash in this shit.
Wow.
All this right here is trash. From this corner.
He is exposing Bethune-Cookman's shit. He's exposing. I'm going to get to y'all's chats too. And if you want to donate, PayPal, Cash App, hit me up. I'm going to get to y'all's chats.
All the way right here is trash. You understand me? Man, mutt your ass off here, man. What you talking about? I ain't mutt nobody. I'm trying to fix what you doing.
So I don't know what a mutt is. I guess it's like coon or a sellout type shit. That's what they're calling them.
I told you somebody ain't gonna like it, bro. I told you somebody wasn't gonna like it. Do something about it, man. Come help us clean this shit up. I could have been mutting and showing shit. I chose not to. But now I'm out here walking with the football team, picking up trash. But I'm mutting us. Man, get out of here, man. I should leave. I'm not even under contract doing this. I'm mutting us. Man,
Wow.
Get out of here, man. They mutt me. These motherfuckers ain't even clean my goddamn office when I got here. I'm
They let him go into a dirty office. It's different.
mutting y'all. Get your ass, man. Come on, man.
Okay, they saying a mutt is a mixed breed. But my thing is, why would they call him a mutt if he's like dark as hell? How is he a mutt? But anyways.
Come on, man. All this shit here was trash in front of me. Who you think got this shit cleared out? That building right there got trash in it. It's trash. What are you talking about? Need no god donors to come out and help out because people just want money. That's why I don't fuck with social network. Fuck out of here, man.
He had to get off. He had to get off. And then, you know, Undisputed talked about it. Let's get into what the students are saying. Let's get into what the students are saying because they're tired of the shit too. These HBCUs, they're not doing good.
Just share with our audience just your thoughts on when he gave you the news that they were terminating him, and what do you want the administration to know as it relates to Ed Reed for you being remaining the head football coach at Bethune-Cookman?
All right, I got it. So the importance to that is that Coach Reed in 3 weeks has essentially done more than this entire administration and other program leads, like other head coaching staffs and whatnot. He's done more in 3 weeks than they have in like the past 5 years.
There you have it. There you have it. The kids want him back. The kids want him back because he's demanding the highest standard. And that's the thing. When you demand the highest standard from the community, they reject it.
Things that, you know, Coach Drake mentioned, saying that we didn't share helmets, we don't shower, or we actually have showers. We don't have showers. We don't have a locker room. We have to watch out where we put our stuff in the stadium locker room so it doesn't get wet and then get moldy, and then we got to practice in moldy stuff. Or when we go and put our stuff away, we put it in the shed, and then the shed gets wet from the rain, and then we got to practice in that moldy stuff.
Wow.
Moldy balls, moldy helmets. We share those moldy helmets too, and that gear.
They share helmets, guys. And in the middle of a pandemic, they were sharing helmets. And they want you to wear a mask while playing football too, y'all. You can't make this shit up.
Most of us had to buy our own Lysol and stuff to spray our. We have to clean our stuff ourselves. Once we get our gear from the equipment manager from that shed, it smelled bad. I remember the first time I opened my bag and most of the guys were just like, "What's going on?" We asked if we could, like, we asked for the basics. We asked if we could get, you know, stuff to spray our stuff down, and that probably didn't happen until like the very, very end.
Yeah, we got that maybe week 8 was when we got that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure on week 5 was when we actually had the mold outbreak in our helmets and gear. And in my gloves alone, I didn't wear gloves at practice because it literally just smelled like the epitome of mold. Like I was just smelling a handful of mold. And
that's disgusting, man. Oh, they did them so dirty. They did them kids so dirty. Okay. Have them playing in mold. So we're going to listen to Ed Reed's farewell speech. But before that, I do want to do some more clips from, I want to show you guys some more clips from what alumni are saying, students are saying, because a lot of people are trying to make it seem like I'm just trying to bash the HBCUs and and I'm betraying the HBCUs because I went to a PWI, and it's absolutely laughable, you know. I went to an HBCU, or I went to a PWI so that I could have the best opportunity, all right? And unfortunately, the HBCUs are not providing that, okay? Especially the guys who want to go and play sports. Dion was doing it as much as he can, but you know, to no avail. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And they ran him up out of there.
Hundreds of students held a protest on the campus of Bethune-Cookman University in Daytona Beach today. Those students are upset that the university ended contract negotiations with prospective head football coach and former NFL great Ed Reed.
As West 2's Claire Metz reports, they think it's retaliation for comments that Reed recently made on social media the students believe are the truth.
Hundreds of Bethune.
So they out there, no justice, no peace. They got a fountain that doesn't have water coming out of it, y'all. You can't make this shit up. Their priorities. These are the priorities, man.
Cookman University students sent a message to the administration, to the board, to anyone who would listen with a peaceful but vocal campus protest.
We voice concerns. We send emails all the time, no responses. So this is what it has come to.
It came to that after the university broke off negotiations with prospective head football coach Ed Reed. Reed had recently taken to social media, often using profanity to criticize physical conditions.
So what? He's a coach. He's a football coach. Using profanity. Look how they're already trying to shade him in a negative light. He's a football coach.
Here at BCU, even claiming his office wasn't clean. Reed later apologized, but the university decided this weekend to reopen their search. While students are petitioning to bring Reed back, they say it's time they speak out too.
We have a voice.
BCU student Tyrone Franklin Jr. is a quarterback on the football team. Disappointed the university dropped Ed Reed.
I think him showing that what we're going through as a student body should be shown. Many people
has been saying this for a long time.
Students shared pictures of what they say are some campus concerns, including broken doors, mold in dorm.
Wow, look at that. They got mold on Baby Yoda, bruh. They got mold on Baby Yoda. He's just a baby, man. Look at the mold on the doors. And the door's broken.
Shared pictures of what they say are some campus concerns, including broken.
That's not healthy. What are they going to do when 20 years later, their alumni are coming back suing them because they got cancer from exposure to all this mold?
Doors, mold in dorm rooms, even growing on stuffed animals.
The first couple months I was here, I literally was sick because of the mold. My shower makes.
How the fuck did they get mold on Baby Yoda when, like, Baby Yoda probably moving around? Like, you know, at least when they clean up their dorm, they place it, picking up Baby Yoda, placing it down, all types of stuff. And the mold still grew on Baby Yoda. That means it grew on him like within less than a week.
My skin break out because they don't really care about the health of their students.
Many here told us Ed Reed spoke the truth about issues at the university, and they showed up, even marched in the street to have it all reheard. At the end of the day, they say this is what they want university leaders.
Wow. This is how you protest, black people. Why can't we just protest peacefully? I mean, I don't agree with necessarily blocking the street, but it's wild, man. It's wild that we know how to act when it comes to a situation like this with these HBCUs protesting our own, right? It's ridiculous.
Just to respond to.
What is the next
If anything, they should lower the tuition to like $5,000 a semester, maybe $2,500.
step? How do we get this solved? What can they do to make this better for all of the students here?
In Daytona Beach, Volusia County, Claire Metz, West 2 News.
Wow. So y'all see how they're doing it. Y'all see how they doing the students, the black students at the HBCUs. Y'all see how they doing the black students at the HBCUs, and they saying, I'm selling out. I'm just trying to hold the people accountable. Trying to hold them accountable. And I'm holding myself accountable too. But this is insane. And guarantee they're going to look at all the mold and they're just going to paint over it. They're not even going to remove it. They're going to say, okay, where's the mold? Psh, y'all good.
How can you do this? This is wrong, man. These kids deserve better, and I was giving it to them.
NFL Hall of Famer Ed Reed is responding to the fallout involving him and Bethune-Cookman University. Students are protesting, calling on the university to resume negotiations with Reed as head coach of the football team. Today, we're hearing from Reed and some of the players who say they want him to lead the football program. West 2's Christina Watkins tells us the university's interim president says he doesn't want Reed there.
This ain't right. This ain't right, man.
An emotional Ed Reed speaking Monday night about Bethune-Cookman University's decision to not move forward with the NFL Hall of Famer as its next head football coach.
I cry for them kids, man. I hurt for them kids because it's wrong. I got eight kids that committed the week before. These kids calling me, their parents calling me. What we gonna do? I can't get these kids in no school. I can't have these kids uncommitted go somewhere else. And you telling me I'm withdrawing? No, I'm not withdrawing. I still want to coach here and coach these kids after all this going on.
Bethune-Cookman announced the NFL Hall of Famer as the next head coach at the end of December. Some players said he immediately went to work trying to make things better.
Coach Reed in 3 weeks has essentially done more than this entire administration and other program leads, like other head coaching staffs and whatnot. He's done more in 3 weeks than they have in like the past 5 years.
They said conditions on campus are.
And Ed Reed was gonna do probably what he was gonna do what Dion did with Bethune-Cookman. But y'all see, I mean, these HBCUs, they don't want the best for their students.
Bad, moldy. Reed went off about this in a video on social media, using profanity to criticize the university. He even said his office wasn't clean. Though he apologized, interim president Dr. Lawrence Drake said he made the decision to not move forward with Reed.
And when we think about the culture that we're trying to build,
that we have companies and partners
A pussified culture.
like Disney and some of our other partners calling saying, what are you going to do about that? We can't.
Bruh, you mean to tell me that Disney was calling about Ed Reed's rant on TikTok? And that's the problem. They just want the money to keep funneling from their partners. I mean, they're selling the community out. And if Disney's involved, I don't trust it.
Can't support that kind of image. I needed him to really understand that we were a Christian institution, that behavior and character were clearly our priorities.
I knew this was a Christian school.
So y'all are a Christian institution working with Disney. Okay.
I knew that. I'm a Christian man. How, man? Dr. Drake, you wrong, man. Don't do that.
Reed says he's still in Daytona, hoping he can work something out with the university. Christina Watkins, West 2 News.
Yeah, it's over, man. They wanted him to sit there, eat shit, and grovel and do whatever, you know what I'm saying? Fundraise on his own, start a GoFundMe. They wanted him to do it himself. They said, our hands are tied. Okay. That's what they wanted. They wanted free work. They wanted free work. So let's listen. All right, I'm about to pull it up. Here we go.
Temporary. You never know the day nor the hour. None of us know when that time will come. You understand? We've been around here trying to change things, and we have, and this has changed quickly. My vision for change is probably moving too fast for a lot of people. I'm not withdrawing my name, as they saying. They don't want me here. They do not want me here because I tell the truth.
Yeah.
They have never had this many people here in the recruiting time, and Coach, I've been saying that.
Mm-hmm.
We've been here at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
And see, they want the athletes to come and play for them and all this stuff, but they're not treating the coaching staff right. They're not treating those students right. They're not giving them what they need, and they want 5-star athletes to come to HBCU. Yeah, you can have it. You can have it. You can have it, okay? These kids didn't bust their ass in high school to end up going to a glorified high school, okay? And then have to deal with shit that they shouldn't be dealing with as if they were still in the streets. Because you definitely going to be dealing with that kind of stuff at these HBCUs. Because a lot of the niggas who go to the HBCUs are like, they still street niggas, okay? They still have that mentality. They have that mindset. So not only do you want the best for your student athletes, but now they come to an HBCU and they're worried about their safety. Can't make it up.
I even slept here one night to make sure I was comfortable, and I was. My God.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
It's hurt. It's hurt because I know people don't care about these kids like I do. And they should be the ones leaving, not me. Because I don't want to. Why? Because Jeremy Greaves, who father I looked in the eye, and y'all mothers and fathers who I talked to last night, even though I knew they didn't want me. I took $2,400 out of my pocket and still gave it to the host to host these young men. Shit, at this point, I'd do it for free because I have been for the last 3 weeks. That man have too. He drove from New Orleans because he believed in me and my peace. And that man right there who flew from California less than 2 hours and got off the plane, and he was here to see the rant. He got off the plane and what we started doing, young man.
Damn. Them niggas crying, bro. Damn, look what they doing to these young men. Look what they doing to these young men. They don't care, bro. They care about filling their personal pockets. This is what we're dealing with in the community. This is why the violence ain't gonna change. That's gone out the window. This is why there is not going to be any change. This is why there are no real solutions. Because even if you presented a solution like Ed Reed did, they don't want to do it because it makes them look bad. They're trying to make it seem like they just got rid of him because he cursed. No, they got rid of him because he exposed the BS that was going on at these HBCUs. And like Dion said in the interview with Shannon Sharp, they need to get audited. Where's the money going? Please, somebody enlighten us. Where's the money going? Don't let everybody speak at once now.
Yeah, I curse. And y'all done heard curse words before. They got parents in here.
And I know, bro, and that's such bullshit, dude. Football coaches curse. Basketball coaches curse. Coaches curse. It's part of raising young men. Okay? It's part of raising young men. That's the reality. We want it raw. Pause. We want it raw and uncut. Tell me how you really feel. It's part of the damn game. You gotta love it. It's football. There's gonna be cursing going on. There's gonna be all types of jaw jacking. It doesn't mean it's personal. Doesn't mean nobody's being disrespected. But this is what goes on the football field.
You know I don't want to leave. And like I told you, I want all these recruits. But they got some corrupt people in this world, some evil people that don't care about kids like I do. So I want y'all to hear the truth from me. I ain't withdrawing my name. I got the receipts. They got all kinds of stuff going on around here. Hoarding these buildings with nothing but trash in them. You understand me?
And these buildings could be used. These are facilities that the alumni have paid for. But what they do, they probably bought the buildings and then they didn't use the money that they got from the alumni to reconstruct the building, and they do a fundraiser and they never increase the meter even though they're getting money. They got a fundraiser for $1 million and they got that bitch at 50,000. They done had that bitch at 50,000 for about 10 years. Even though they racking in donations, what are they doing? Siphoning it off to themselves or to administrators and making it look legit when it's absolute bullshit.
And Dion was right. And I know I'm right. And they got some people in here who be snitching to their ass.
Uh-oh.
And I work amongst Judas as Jesus walked with him. And I ain't have a problem with it. Because even Jesus prevailed.
Sir.
And what God got for you, no man can take it.
Sir.
I told these young men, I don't care who we play, because I don't. My nephew was transferred here. My nephew right there. They want me to leave my nephew here.
Hell nah.
Am I lying, Neff? He been getting a bad break at Southern.
So he was at Southern University in New Orleans. And he was getting a bad break. And Southern is a school that gets a lot of funding, especially for their band. So Southern University is actually the school that did Drumline. So all those scenes from Drumline, the movie with Nick Cannon, that was Southern University. So they been had money, but they're even giving these kids a bad rap. And guys, I don't know if y'all are still in the chat. My chat has, stalled, so it's not showing any of the chats on my side. So let me see if I can pull my phone up, because you know how YouTube doing me. I want to read your chats. Okay, so yeah, on my screen it's stalled off. They're not even showing me the chats. This is the bullshit I got to deal with. Okay, YouTube like a damn HBCU too. Oh God, they don't know what they doing with the damn money. They just knowing that shit. They only giving it to people who they like, and that's how these HBCUs go. Let's see. Somebody said Baton Rouge with the throw up sign. Gen Z prayer hands. Shout out to Beast in the East. Hope Flyers up in here said it's black pill time. What are they conserving? That man said, what more do you want from me? Yeah. I mean, the emotions coming out. Shout out to Wakandalese Araz. I will never give money to my university. Told them I ain't got no money with that piece of paper. They don't call me anymore. Conservatives think alike. Communities look alike. Pick one. Wakandalese Araz says ninjas don't appreciate shit. Don't send your kids to these black GED centers. Yeah, man. WP says the solution is to get black conservative leadership, but the small hats and blacks won't allow that to occur. Okay. Jared Pierce says Trump rebuilt Talladega College. They all could have gotten in on that action. They decided to stay black. Lord,
people, man, that don't care about your kids. But I was here because I wanted them all, like I told y'all last night, and I still do. And if somebody gave me a job, they all could come. Probably won't happen. But I'll tell y'all this. My brother died 11 years ago around this time, and we buried him.
sorry guys, I had to hop in and hop back out because they fucking with my shit. Let's keep going.
Just like I want y'all to keep going, regardless of what happens today. Young men, that's what I've been telling y'all. Right? Is that right? Yes, sir. Pick up trash tomorrow because that's what we would do, right? Yes, sir. We was gonna do it anyway, right? Yes, sir.
Damn, man. God, this is depressing. This is a community, man. I'm about to cry for this man, bro, because there's nothing like seeing a grown man who's been defeated, and not just like one of these super gremlins. I'm talking about a good man, okay? Good guy. Ed Reed is a good guy, bro. He did the thing. He did everything the right way. Didn't get too big-headed when it comes to his football career. Hall of Famer. All that. Humble. Yeah, they still fucking with my chat. I can't even see it, y'all. They have broken this man down. This is what the HBCUs are doing to our black men. This is what I'm going to tell you, brothers out here listening to my voice. It's going to be controversial. I'm going to say it anyway. Do not, under any circumstances, go to a HBCU. Now, the sisters, they probably have a lot better experience there because they can still live in their delusion and all that kind of stuff. If you want the best education, if you want the best facilities, if you want the best opportunity for your career, if you want the best opportunity for, if you're a student athlete, just don't go, bro. At this point, and until they get all their shit together, not just one thing like, oh, we got rid of the mold. No, All their shit needs to be together before you make that decision. Okay. And I'm not going to say it's every single HBCU, even though Ed Reed said it's all of the HBCUs. I can't speak for all of them, but I can speak for the ones that I've been to. Because all of my siblings went to HBCUs, every single one of them. And I've got 5 siblings, and they all went to different HBCUs. So don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, because I do. And the facilities, like Ed Reed said, are trash. Hope Flyer says it is all of them. Jaeger 1420 says, but they won't leave to protest conditions, so it's their fault. Yep. Wakanda Lisa Rice says, I thought it was the white people. They got Wig Wednesdays. Lord.
Jaden, where you at? What you said, Jaden, last Sunday? I'm not withdrawing my name as Reggie Thea's ass want me to do. He the one, and whoever else with him.
And I love it that he's name dropping. I support the name dropping.
You can't be an AD and a head coach. It's impossible. I worked at the University of Miami for 3 years and I saw it.
Talk to me.
Yep.
And I know.
Yeah, we in there live right
now. You understand?
Damn, the nigga who's filming is on the phone. L cameraman. Jesus Christ. Nigga, just shut the fuck up and text the bitch.
Hang up the phone, roll.
We in there live right now.
Roll.
Yeah.
You heard that nigga? That nigga Ed Reed told that nigga to hang up the phone. I can't believe he answered the phone. Now, this is something that you know as a you don't want to be talking on the phone during a football coach's speech. That's damn near, signing your death warrant. You do not want to talk or interrupt or do anything distracting while a football coach is giving his spiel. You don't. That's wild. That man really answered the phone.
Yeah, we in there live right now.
Ed Reed was finna snap on him. Listen up.
Talk to me.
And I know.
Yeah, we in there live right
You
now.
understand? Hang up the phone, roll.
We in there live right now.
Roll.
Yeah, it's prime.
Okay. He see it was prime time. He said, bro, he was finna spaz on him.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's bigger than football. Teaching these young men about life.
Yep. There's no better way to teach a young man about life than football.
They ain't seen the play yet. We don't even have a practice field. Less than a week we've cleared this.
Somebody said that boss shirt is from like 1994. Yeah, practicing frugality. He ain't out here stunting in chains, pulling up in Maybachs and all this type of shit, man. Ed Reed got the money. He got the money. He had the career. He is coming back to these HBCUs to pour into who? Young black men. But this is what it is. The establishment does not want strong black men. That's what it is. Even the black establishments. How about that? Even the black establishments. Forget the white supremacy bullshit. Let's talk about in the community. They don't want strong black men. That's why the single mother rates are so high. Because you can't tell these hoes nothing. You're too straight. Okay? You doing too much. I'm strong and independent. This, that, that. And then the brothers, the guys who, are blue, they're blue vitamin, basically. These guys are the administrators, the presidents, the vice presidents, the professors. They're all hella woke. They're all hella beta. And, they just don't want strong black men to, because if Ed Reed would have showed out, he would have became the president overnight. I don't care what his title was. People would have looked at him as the president. Okay? It's ridiculous.
This land y'all see over here, less than a week, because a man came from Baltimore who saw me come into his neighborhood when I was a rookie, talked to his neighborhood. His mom struck out on his daddy not in his life. And I talked to them and he said, I'm here for you. What do you need? I don't want to hear about all the bull. And I talked to him and I took him over there and he met him. He walked out there, my new best friend. He said, man, you don't even know me. His whole demeanor changed when he got back to me. He said, hey, you were right. I said, yeah, we cut that little piece of grass and them snakes showed. And I ain't talking about the rattlers. Bigger than football.
Yep.
Mom and dad.
Yep.
We still have kids showing up today for the recruit weekend. We got kids showing up tomorrow. They told me to cancel it and y'all was getting off the plane.
Wow.
Where they do that at?
Wow.
I'm not withdrawing my name. Sis, read the quote. Read the email, sis. Read the email, sis.
Bethune-Cookman University has announced that Ed Reed has withdrawn his name from consideration to become the next head football coach of the university. That was just one of the drafts, not the...
It's not happening.
Wow.
I didn't withdraw my name. Y'all saw me last night. Did I sound like I was leaving? Did I sound like this was a problem, like y'all, like I was getting fired or something?
He was going to deal with the trash. He was going to deal with the fields, but he wanted to shed light on it. That's all he did. He wanted to shed light on it to show you guys how these HBCUs were treating these young men. Ed Reed, you know, he was trying to do the right thing, man. He was trying to do the right thing, and the community, they're just not with it, man. They're just not with it. I don't know, man. This one was definitely, it's emotionally gripping because you see how much passion he has for these young men, and he's trying to help. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, they stopped the stream. They fucked up my stream. But he's trying to get these kids in a position where they can win in life, man. I'm just trying to see them win. That's all it is.
Like y'all got me in here lying to these people, man. And I wasn't lying. I was just telling y'all what was real. I got a 14-year-old son who I had to call this morning. He in Atlanta.
Wow, look at that ball flip. That was, I mean, look at the ball skills.
Who I had to call this morning.
Look at the ball flip. Wow, I mean, God, the ball skills. He flipped the ball and just grabbed it.
14-year-old son.
He flipped it fast, too.
Who I had to call this morning.
Wow, hands, no glove. Jesus.
He had a game, a banquet. I just missed it. I'm sacrificing my own money for these young men.
So did Dion. He gave up his salary or a portion of his salary, took less money. These HBCUs, I'm telling you right now, they're bad business.
Just last night to have a good time. And I'm still looking after them. Dante, where you at? Dante Drew, where you at? You lost your wallet, huh? Guess who got it? Your coach. I found him.
Wow.
Ain't that something? Get a young man his wallet and his money and everything in it. Glad you're using protection, too.
I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. I mean, he really cares about these kids so much so that he's glad that he's using protection. I mean, what more could you ask for in a football coach? This is a totally fucked situation. Shout out to Nelly Mack. He said the HBCUs got defunded by Biden, by the way. They love the man. Come on, give him his job.
Read.
I just sat, stood, grew up in the eye of the hurricane for a long time. If you know anything about a hurricane, right in the eye is calm. Even in this moment, I'm good. But I hurt for these young men. That's what I hurt for. That's what the tears are for. Because I know what we've been working on.
Yeah. And a lot of these niggas he saved from becoming complete super gremlins. A lot of these brothers who playing football at the HBCUs, and I know like there's a whole trope that athletes are dumb. I mean, if y'all think the niggas at the PWIs be doing some stupid shit, you can't even fathom the type of shit the student athletes at the HBCUs get into. And that's the reality.
So much more than football. I didn't care for 20 years. I've been doing this, working with kids. CT done it together, and his kid is being recruited now.
Oh, shit.
I had to tell y'all all together, they don't want me here. It's not me. And that's just the truth. It's not me. I would not do that. How would I withdraw my name when I sat with Jordan Johnson? Jeremy Greaves' dad and parents looked him in the eye just as I did with y'all last.
And he was recruiting too, getting, you know, at least rated athletes to come to the school. For what? So they could stab you in the back? It's fucked up, man.
Like, why would I do that? Y'all heard the lie. They lying. They ain't right. They not right. Say me, it ain't right. I spoke the truth. Just because you hear some curse words?
Right, that's bullshit.
Just because you hear curse words? When the Klan came in 1904 and stood right outside and Dr. McClain stood just like this by herself. Come with it. And you weren't about curse words? When they got people who are out here trying to kill these young men? No, it ain't me.
Woo! Shout out to Shannon Washington. He says facts. HBCUs don't get funding by the government and by their alumni. How are the alumni going to give back if we all either broke or buying, spending on Prada, Gucci, Fendi, etc.?
I knew I wasn't wrong. I ain't care what nobody said. Still don't. I had the best of friends
The
talk.
nigga Deion Sanders came up on the FaceTime.
I mean, bro, you can't do that. Man, get off my phone. You with them. You playing the game. I don't play no game. I ain't got no time to play no games and politics. I never did. They didn't do their research. They thought they was getting, like, a better words, a dumb job.
Uh-oh.
I'm not. That's who y'all had raising y'all kid here. I'm good, man. Not perfect. We all make mistakes. And I apologize for mine. And I told them that they have to be professional. It's a teaching moment, as we use it as, right, Jaden? I had individual meetings with these young men. And we started by playing.
Yep. Shout out to Judy Martinez. She said, didn't Trump do some funding for HBCUs, but Biden cut it? Yep. That's absolutely what happened. And then the community was trying to defend Biden cutting Trump's funding for HBCUs.
Chess. Not checkers. But I say all of y'all got one move. They gotta learn to work together.
Shout out to Quicker Dude 09. He says HBCUs do get funding from the government and they squander it. Yes, yes. Mr. DG456 says And no black person can give an articulate reason for voting Biden, except for people up here in the auto unions who always vote Democrat, don't know what the South gets for voting Biden.
It's chess, young man. They not even playing chess. They don't care.
Yep, they don't care.
They don't care.
That's what I said. They don't give a fuck. As long as they're getting their check.
What's up, big bro?
Hey, I love you, man. You know that, right?
Prime time. Let's get it.
Yep.
We talked about this. We talked about this. We know the structure. We know the order. We know how it was going to play out. And you've been there fighting. I know what you're feeling. I know what you're going through. You got to understand, Ed, God has a time and a place for you, my brother. And I know your heart. I know everything that's going on inside of you. You know, I know you like a book. And I know how you feel about them kids, and I know you do not want to leave those kids. So I'm praying for you right now, man, because this is going to be the toughest thing you ever had to do in your life. Sometimes, Ed, you got to walk away, my brother. I know it's tough. I know you don't want to hear it. But sometimes in life, we got to walk away.
You already know, big bro.
Damn.
I appreciate
You didn't let nobody down, Ed. You didn't let them kids down. You did what you was called to do, and you tried your best.
Can't work with these niggas, man.
Thank you, big brother.
I love you, man. I'm here. I will be on the next flight if you need me. You know that.
Nah, you good. You handle your business. You know that. I'll give you a call.
Please. Hey. You know what God wants from you, man.
That nigga told him in the middle of a team meeting to wash his hands. Wash his hands with it and move on. Jesus.
See that. Don't let them provoke you, my brother. I love you, man. All right.
It's Coach Prime, everybody. I really do appreciate y'all time. Taking the time to come. Hearing me out.
So yeah, that's pretty upsetting. That's the game. So what happens when you try and demand the best from these HBCUs? This is what's going on with the leadership at these HBCUs. Bethune-Cookman is upset that they got exposed. Okay. And then there's a channel called HBCU Pulse. And the headline that they put out reads, Ed Reed disrespects Bethune-Cookman, curses out HBCU supporters. Should he be fired? Okay. I mean, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. So what I did want to show is a infamous moment in Ed Reed's career, especially on special teams, where he pretty much showed the effort that he put into the game, which I'll show you guys this quick clip. The guy has heart. He doesn't give up on the play. Rushes. Okay. Got a face mask from the blocker. Says, fuck it. Go downfield, block somebody. Bam. Block somebody. Go downfield and find somebody to block. Go downfield and find somebody to block. That just shows his character, man. He doesn't give up. He loves the game, loves the pursuit. Man. It's tough, guys. It's tough. But this is what's going down in the community. Should I keep going? Should I find some more stories, man? I got some more. That was a long one, but I got some more. I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to join. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's tired of my voice. I'm gonna drop the link. But I got some more shit to show you. So if you are a young man and you are participating in this op culture, which I call the manufactured op culture, where young black men specifically are creating enemies online at their school for no reason, over blocks, over territory, over housing apartments or housing complexes that they don't own. This is the result of the op culture. And this is actually a positive result. Not necessarily positive, but this is the best case scenario. The worst case scenario was, they pull up on you and delete you. This is probably the best case scenario, and this isn't a good scenario. So let's get into it.
I'm never beefing with the ops again, bro. I'm never beefing with the ops again. Look what they did to my motherfucking whack. Niggas done did my shit dirty. Niggas done really did my shit dirty, bro. Never beefing with the ops again, bro. They really blew my shit the fuck up, bro.
Wow.
Yo, bro. I'm never beefing with the ops.
So you see what the ops did? You see what happens when you create enemies out of thin air. A lot of these guys, there's no absolute reason why they should be in beefs. They should be upset with each other. They should be going back and forth. But these young niggas, man, they find enemies everywhere, and this is the result. This is the op culture, okay? This is what happens, and this is the best case scenario. What I keep trying to say, this is the best case scenario. This is the best case scenario. He didn't die. None of his family members were killed. Nobody got hit by a stray bullet. His car was just blown up. I say that's a win. I say that's a win, okay? Accounting for all of the other scenarios that could have occurred. Like this one here.
All of a shooting at around 11:30 this morning, and they found the teen in a car riddled with bullets. He died at the hospital.
Erica Ferrando spoke with neighbors who live in that area about the crime. And Erica, what did our neighbors have to say?
Well, Sharice and Katie, we're 18 days into the new year, and this most recent homicide in Central City marked the 17th murder this year, according to NOPD reports. I spoke with neighbors in Central City following the loss of yet another young person. They all had the same message: this needs to stop.
And how many times have we heard this message? This needs to stop. This is madness. All this senseless gun violence. This is what you guys created. This is what the community has created. So saying this needs to stop, oh, it's tragic. It's just like, we don't believe you.
It happens too much. Every day.
Another young life lost to gun violence.
Our black kids killing up each other.
Wednesday in Central.
You heard what she said. Our black kids killing up each other. And they're going to call me a coon. They're going to call me a sellout. Guys. I'm shadow banned. I'm demonetized on every platform because I said this. But then the pink-haired, overweight, single mom feminist says, our black kids killing up each other. And now it's legit. They just keep killing up each other. They just carrying on. They doing what kids do. They doing what little black kids do, killing up each other, and it's all good. It's all good when they say it. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Fuck them. Our black kids are killing up each other. They just killing. Like it's just some. I don't even know. The way she's saying it is just like lightweight. Yeah, black kids, they just keep killing up each other. They also keep eating up all the damn food in the refrigerator.
Young life lost to gun violence.
Our black kids killing up each other.
Wednesday in Central City, in broad daylight just before noon, a 19-year-old was in a car when someone started shooting, witnesses said.
People was running and ducking.
A family member told us the victim was in the car with his mother and 2 siblings when he was shot. Police said he died at the hospital.
I feel bad because I'm a mother myself.
Told
Who
you.
wants to see their child get killed in front of you, in front of your face?
I don't know if that's a piercing or if that's leftover mashed potatoes on her face. But that ain't it, sis. Lord have mercy. That ain't it. That ain't it.
So, who wants to see their child?
I honestly think that's food on her face. I blame the camera woman, or maybe boogers or something, but like they literally let her get on camera. I mean, now I'm checking my shit. Somebody said it's grits. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is, oof, God. This is who is raising the chillin'. Them children who just keep shooting up each other, killing up each other. This who raising them.
Get killed in front of you, in front of your face, right there.
Coming from where I'm coming from, all you
Coming from where I'm from,
see is this. All you see is drugs. And some people subjectify that and make that seem as
Subjectify? What the fuck? Niggas be trying to act smart when the cameras get in it. Look, I'm not even gonna try a word that I don't know. That nigga said subjectify. Jesus. They just be trying to subjectify us, and you know what I'm saying? What, nigga?
drugs. And some people subjectify that and
What?
make that seem as if that's all we live for. But no.
And as the car
This nigga mixed subjective with objectify. Jesus. God damn. I ain't never I ain't never heard that one. Subjectify. Hey, look, the nigga tried. Nigga said, subjectify. Spell subjectify, sir. S-U-B Jetify.
All you see is drugs. And some people subjectify that and make that seem as if that's all we live for.
Quick and Dude said he went to a HBC. Oh, shit. Man, y'all are fucking funny, bruh. Golly. Yeah, he definitely went. That nigga graduated from Bethune University of Cookman, Alabama.
But no.
And as the car was left with bullet holes and shattered windows, another family was left with unfathomable grief.
We don't have no positive people we could.
And this is, look, these are the black officers trying to console you niggas after killing each other. Okay?
Turn to just in the community.
This 24-year-old didn't want to share his name, but says young people need positive influences and activities.
They have sports, they have parks. I mean, that's the basics to say, go out. But you got to think, when we go out, what we going out and what we got to pass to get to these parks.
So you heard what he said. That was a good point. That was actually a good point. He said, when you go out and you want to go to the rec center, they talking about solutions or rec centers, more community centers. You got to pass the big dogs. You got to pass the big dogs, the gangsters, the real niggas on the block in order to get there. So he's like, we ain't even using these programs because it's the transportation is dangerous.
What we got to go through to get to the few positive things that we have in the city.
They cut all the programs out for our black children.
And this.
So she talking about the damn programs again. She's saying they cut them out for the children. So that's why they killing up each other.
They cut all the programs out.
She got to wipe her face. So that whoever's interviewing her is wrong as hell. They didn't wipe her damn face.
For our black children.
And this deadly shooting happened as city council members were a mile away holding a heated meeting to discuss how to fight the crime.
If they feel as if what they can do to make a change and to better our neighborhood, then come on. I shouldn't have to ask council members or politicians or people with power to come down and, we need your help. You see we need your help. Just like if you had a family member that needed help, you're not going to wait till they say I need help. You're going to address the problem as is.
Detectives are.
So he's saying somebody else come in and fix the problem. Well, they can't do that when y'all saying defund the police, criminal justice reform. It's impossible.
Still working to figure out a possible suspect and motive. The victim's name hasn't been released.
All right, thank you, Erica. And
So this is what's going on in the community. Okay? This is what's going down in the community. Now, I do want to show y'all a clip from a New Orleans City Council meeting. I think this was the, if I'm not mistaken, this was the same City Council meeting that they were talking about that was going on, addressing violence in the community. So this is what they were referencing. Let's listen up.
It's very complex, and I hope that we can dust it off.
Excuse me.
Let me tell you. No. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Look.
At the end of the day,
Excuse
we're gonna
me.
follow a form
Excuse
of
me.
order.
Look. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
you see it there. It was at times a chaotic council meeting today, with the city council turning its focus to the spike in violent crimes in New Orleans as they try and learn what the root of the problem is and how to address it. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for watching.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. Council members.
We're getting into the root causes. New Orleans, #1 murder capital per capita. Okay. It's not looking good.
Are trying to learn what the root of the crime problem is and how to address it.
They sure are. And Paul Murphy was at that special meeting. He's joining us live from City Hall tonight with all the details. Paul?
Okay, Sharice, the temperature and the mood inside the city council meeting are a direct reflection of the frustration and anger many residents feel. And the city's current crime trajectory is troubling. There are no simple solutions to the problem.
No solutions.
In New Orleans, crime hits close to home for many. City council members heard from neighbors now demanding action.
When you got to go to the gas station with your gun in your hip, when you got to go to the grocery store with
Yep, and that's what Nardo Wick said. You know, he's the one who started saying that. I ain't never lacking. I pump gas with my gun out.
your gun on your pocket, that's a war zone.
Where is the facilities? Where is NOR? We need facilities like NOR. NOR changed my life as a child. We went from integration to gentrifications, all on the back of miseducation. So if you want to fix crime, fix the schools. We have
Lord have mercy. And it's hard to fix the schools when y'all sending these kids to school with an empty stomach and, you know, a mind full of rage. Because these kids are they're beating up teachers. They're beating up teachers in the classroom. Do I have to show you guys all these videos, man? These kids are beating up teachers, man. They're beating up teachers, and I'm gonna show you a video, or they're trying to at least.
gun control. We have this, we have that.
Mr. Perkins.
And we're doing the same old crazy, insane things over and over and over again.
The special meeting.
And, you know, we all know who he voted for. So it's just like, bro, you're talking all this stuff, but this is what a lot of you have asked for. It's what a lot of you guys have asked for. Okay? In the community. It's not good.
Meeting on crime comes at a time when the city is experiencing its highest murder rate since 1996. Crime analyst Jeff Asher gave an overview showing aggravated assault, armed robbery, car theft, and vehicle burglaries have all seen double-digit increases year over year. Emotions ran high in the chamber as tempers flared at times in the crowd. The meeting had to be stopped several times to get the situation under control. One woman was handcuffed and others were escorted by police out of the meeting.
Whereas people saw the conflict and the raised voices today as chaos, what I saw that is a community that's in pain.
City council.
And these are one of the, I mean, at all the other city council meetings that I've seen in New Orleans, this is one of the first ones where the community has showed up. One of the first. And y'all know, if you've been with my channel, I've been covering these city council meetings in New Orleans for a long time. I actually did a full video on a city council meeting a full live stream on a city council meeting in New Orleans where we were breaking down exactly what was going on in the city and the issues and the gripes. I think it was about a young man whose life was taken. He had to be a teenager, maybe an Edna Carr student. A lot of these Edna Carr students were getting taken out. I forget the name of the live stream. I forget the exact name of the live stream, but I mean, guys, you already know I've been on it. I've been covering it, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Nothing has changed throughout the years, and that's just the worst part. Okay, or that's not even the worst part, is what I meant to say. Shout out to WP, who has joined the stream. What's up, man?
Peace. How you doing today, bro?
Yeah, man, I'm good. What's your take on all this? What's your take on the status of the community in 2023?
Oh man, it's nothing's going to change until the leadership changes, and I don't see that as a realistic possibility. As you pointed out many times, the Black leadership, they select the ones that they know they can pay off, and when they get their butter biscuits, they're just fine as selling the community, over the cliff.
Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs, man. What about the did you see the part about Bethune-Cookman and Ed Reed?
Oh yeah, and I'm a HBCU graduate, so a lot of what
where'd you graduate from?
Bowie State University.
Okay, shout out to Bowie State.
No doubt. And actually, we're one of now, when it first started off, of course, like most HBCUs back in the day, they did have high standards. They did.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, as the communitized standards fell to the depths, so did HBCUs, and that's the reason why most of them are so bad now. I will say with Bowie State University, the reason that it is better than most is because there's been a major influx of capital, and the campus, the facilities, this football team reflect that. And with the other HBCUs, that money is just, they haven't had the same kind of influx of capital as we had. And the funds that they do get, they're just, mismanaged by Black leadership.
Yeah. Somebody asked in the chat how many HBCUs there were in the States. There are 107 HBCUs in the country. Okay. 107. And apparently from the 2022 rankings of HBCUs, according to HBCU Buzz, Spelman is #1 on that list, as my sister is actually a alumni of Spelman, and Howard is a close second, followed by Tuskegee University. So, and then Morehouse is #4, and then we've got Xavier University as #5. Now, Xavier, they've got good facilities. That's a HBCU that has been on their shit for a minute, and I would say FAMU as well, Florida A&M. I visited both of them when I was looking for colleges to enroll in, and I mean, I loved both of their campuses. Okay, so, but yeah, we got a lot of work to do.
I was just going to ask, is that the same Xavier? That's not the one that's in the Big East, is it?
I'm not sure. Maybe they might be. It might be the same one. I don't know.
Gotcha.
No, I don't think so. I
think the one in the Big East, that's PWI, but I'd never heard of the HBCU Xavier. But cool.
Yeah, so Xavier University is the one in Cincinnati, and then Xavier University of Louisiana is in Louisiana. Yeah, but they do have a good campus. So yeah. All right, let's keep going.
To address what they called an epidemic of crime. They touched on topics such as responsible gun ownership, truancy, and juvenile curfew. City Health Director Dr. Jennifer Avegno called violent crime a public health crisis in the city. She said the data shows murder is the 4th leading cause of death for Black men in New Orleans.
I
Wow.
submit that we would not tolerate any other disease that targeted a segment of our community so deliberately with such deadly results. And so this, from a public health perspective, should be no different.
City Councilman Oliver Thomas put a finer point on the crisis, saying crime knocks on every door, including his own.
But just in the last couple of months, my family, 57 bullets riddled car of one family member.
Woo!
And burying another, a loved one, with a bullet in the head just a couple weeks ago.
Damn.
And most of the crime fighting measures will be taken up for debate by various city council committees in the coming weeks. We're live at New Orleans City Hall. Paul Murphy, Eyewitness News.
Wow. Man.
And I was just going to say, Black Gen Z, the reason I really popped up is I was going to say, kind of tongue-in-cheek, but true. Any city or town council with more than 2 blacks on it, bro, I'm not living there.
Woo! Damn. Say it again for the people.
Any city or town council with more than 2 blacks on it, I'm not living there.
Sheesh. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just like every time I watch these city council meetings, it's always somebody on there defending the criminal activity that's going on in these major cities. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. So this next, go ahead.
I was just saying yes.
Okay. Yeah, this next story that I have, the suspect in Young Dolph's murder has been released from jail. So we've got a suspect in Young Dolph's murder who was released from jail. Could he be talking? Probably, most likely. Or it could just be Memphis dropping the ball again, because Memphis also lets out a lot of these super gremlins on their own recognizance. Okay. And it's not good at all. There's so much that could be done to stop this type of activity, but these people are not being held accountable, which leads me to my next segue about another rapper that we've lost recently by the name of G Money. G Money was killed by an individual called NBA Lil Pap, a member of NBA Youngboy's gang, who they were facing RICO charges for, state RICO charges, I believe. This individual was sentenced to 5 years in prison for killing a whole man after accepting a plea deal. So he was able to plea out to a 5-year sentence. I don't know his mandatory minimum, most likely 85%. So he could potentially be back out in 3.5 years. Maybe less with time served. Caught a whole body. So let's see what the comments are saying about this. This is what we talk about when we say no accountability. 5 years for a body, nigga lawyer, gotta be Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul. 5 years for a body, he winning. So the community thinks this is a win for the black community. These lawyers nowadays different. 5 years for murder, Tory Lanez should have got his lawyer. Boy must have hired Annalise Keating from How to Get Away with Murder. Nigga had Proctor. Does he mean he made a proffer statement? I think that's what he meant. Shit, time served already. He won. This other woman says that's not even a slap on the wrist. They just pinched that boy. Crazy. They're saying his lawyer's the truth. Who his lawyer is, because bruh about to be home for catching a body. Somebody said free body. No, that's for a gun, not the murder. Them great numbers. I'll take that any day. Somebody says that's a sting for real. So they're saying it's just for the sentence is just for the gun, not for the murder. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it looks like he's going to be home very soon. That's what I take from that. That's what I take from that. We got another story coming out of Chicago, which is, you know, we all know the issues going on in Chicago. We've got another story that I want to show you guys, where some polite robbers, okay? This is different. Polite carjackers and polite robbers. So yes, they are super gremlins, but they're polite with it. Saying, hey, sir, may you please hand over your car keys? Boom, boom, bap. So they all hop out of the car with straps. 4 people. Whoa. So they press him, and he goes up to him politely and says, hey, give me the car keys. Respectfully. They're pulling up with the straps, with the sticks. So he's holding his shit for him to go through his pockets and hand him the keys. He gave him his keys back. He literally said, thank you. I mean, at least they're trying a new approach, right? You can't make this shit up, man. How is this even a thing? How is this even a thing? They literally politely robbed this man. Jeez. They said be safe. They told him to be safe. And then they ditched the vehicle that they stole. See? Or did they? Nah, it looks like they whip off with it. He's just walking. Probably in shock. Wow, man. So let's watch it again, all the way through.
Whoa!
He said, you good? Thank you. Wow. Jesus, man. Well, I guess if you're going to get robbed, that's how you want to get robbed, right? It's different, man. It is different out here. Somebody said, gentlemen gangsters. Yep. Gentlemen gangsters. Now we're going to go. This is a rapid fire episode. We're going to go to Philly, guys, because we have a Philadelphia Eagles football player who was actually carjacked. So let's watch this.
Exactly who took my car.
There you go. I heard that. Yep. Yeah, if you want me to, I can send you.
Yeah, it's good. I know exactly who stole my shit, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We got y'all on camera. Wow. Wow.
Wait, where was that angle?
That's how y'all getting down? In Philly, y'all still nigga shit after a win?
So they stole that man shit after.
Like them gremlins give a damn about whether they won or not.
Yep, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a damn. I mean, when are these dudes gonna wake up?
But he's lucky. Did you hear about the Washington Commander player who was carjacked and actually got shot in the summer? Yeah, man.
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. He was
man.
carjacked in DC and actually got shot. And he made a recovery, and he actually was able to come back later in the season. So he's very fortunate.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, yeah, he's lucky they didn't shoot him. Lucky they didn't kill him. I mean, that's just. I mean, the fact that we have gentlemen gangsters out here, and with shout out to Matthew Bishop, very professional customer service. It's I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't even know what to say. So here we go. A follow-up on the 6-year-old student who shot his teacher that I reported on. We were waiting for an identity. We were waiting for a race. And here we are. Okay. And here we are. Okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is what the young man looks like. Obviously, his face is blurred. But this is what the young man looks like, man. He's got his braids in, so his mama obviously got him, quote unquote, swagged up. You see, he got the cargo pants with the Champion shirt. Obviously, Champion is designer in the community nowadays. He got the Nike kicks on. Looks like he got some Jordan 1 Fusions. This is the young man who shot the glider teacher. Brought a strap to school. Apparently people were warned that he was bringing a strap to school. I mean, guys, what are we doing here? Sisters, come get your kids. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. It's way too much going on out here for y'all kids to just be acting a damn fool. I don't even know what to say at this point. But it gets worse, guys. It absolutely gets worse. So this one here, 14-year-old Texas girl mistakenly shot and killed an 11-year-old boy named Devin McFall after getting into a fight with another girl. Excuse me. So you have, it's about to be a what? A girl fight. They get to hooking. They get to scrapping. And these super sister gremlins on demon time pull out the strap and delete 11-year-old boy. An 11-year-old boy, guys. And this is a 14-year-old girl. And a lot of the women in the community like to say, oh, it's just y'all black men who are out of control. It's just black men who are out of control. No, ma'am. We all have a problem at this point. We all have a problem at this point. Because it's past black men. Like, we've been known black men were having issues with the violence, with the crime. Okay? That's been understood. But now you're starting to see sisters get in on this as well. Young sisters, 14-year-old girl, thinks she a hood, thinks she's a gangster, thinks she's a gang banger. She feels like a real nigga. She feels like a real nigga. Okay?
Hey, Black Gen Z, can I ask you a question right before the video starts? Why do you think that it? Why do you have a theory on why that's occurred in, say, recent history?
Why the sisters are getting active now?
Yes.
Well, I think that they've become more masculine over time, specifically in the community. And then I think because of just the fuck niggas ain't shit type movement, they've also instead of like being more ladylike in their independence, they gravitate to what's cool for the guys to do. So you have a lot of these, like even with the female rappers, yeah, they might be talking about pussy and getting fucked and all this type of shit, but then they're also talking about doing like violent crimes and physical crimes to people. And it definitely is showing
Yes.
in the culture.
Yes, because that's my theory. Because there's been a recent recent influx of women being portrayed as criminals in movies, shows, and like you said, in music that just wasn't there. Now, were there a few female rappers? I know, back in the day, there was a female rapper named Boss. I don't know if you remember her. It might be before your time, but there was not a lot of, very few quote unquote gangster words and imagery coming out of females. Now it's like a thing. You got the black female kingpins, and even in movies now, they're being portrayed as shooters and all that stuff. And it's trickling down to these young girls who portray to, want to do what they're seeing.
Yeah. And a lot of these young girls, they feel like they're harder than men. They feel like they have bigger balls than men. And how do you prove that you got big balls in the community? Shoot somebody.
The mother of an 11-year-old boy who was killed during a fight between two girls says she was there and watched her son die. She also revealed to CBS 11's Olivia Leach the family's connection to one of those girls.
And me having to witness it and be there, I'm never going to get over it.
Mom Vashante Settles says her family is devastated by the loss of her 11-year-old son, De'Evan McFall.
He was so innocent. He definitely didn't deserve it.
De'Evan was gunned down here at the Signature at Southern Oaks apartment complex in East Oak Cliff Sunday afternoon after a fight between two girls escalated. Vashante's daughter was fighting with the teen suspect who retrieved a gun and shot it at her daughter, the bullet missing her and instead striking De'Evan.
And I just wish the younger generation of now would stop and think before they do irrational things, because in this situation, I'm not the only one hurt.
And is pleading with the community to stop the violence.
No more violence. We need the world to know that there is a better way.
Jesus, man. They got these niggas breaking down at the damn podium. It's OV, man.
We don't have to resort to violence.
Now De'Evan's mother wants the world to know how much joy he brought to their lives.
He had basketball teams, football teams. They all reached out and wanted to work with him because he was very naturally talented. He was very outgoing.
She's hoping her tragic loss will serve as a lesson for others.
Take this story and do something productive with it. Absolutely. Let my son not have died in vain. And let this save somebody else's child.
We still don't know how the 14-year-old got the gun she used in the shooting, or many details about the fight that led up to the shooting. The family says they can't share a lot due to the ongoing investigation. In Dallas, Olivia Leach, CBS 11 News.
Here we go, man. And we'll probably close it out on this one because my premiere starts in about 15 minutes and I want you guys to watch that. I have a premiere posted and it's going to be premiering at 6:30. All right. That's where all my shows turn on. I was thinking about doing the Antifa one, but I'm going to push that one back and bring the LSU student. I'm gonna bring the LSU student one to today because I think that one is, that one's a pretty interesting story. But we're going to listen to this grieving mother once more, and then we'll be out of here.
Take your babies at all costs. You can't get them back. I will never see my son again.
It's been an emotional day for the family of Evan McFall, gathering outside the Signature at Southern Oaks Apartments on Monday, one day after the 11-year-old boy was shot and killed.
Please, people, stop killing each other. I never thought I would be standing here doing this for one of my babies.
Witnesses say the boy.
Yeah, so they never think that it'll happen to them. So they just keep voting blue because it makes them feel good, not understanding the dire consequences that come after you submit that ballot. I mean, I get it. She's crying and she's upset. She says she never thought it would happen to one of her babies, but who'd you vote for? I could have told you right there. Yeah. I mean, I could have told you right there.
I never thought I would be standing here doing this for one of my babies.
Witnesses say the boy was an innocent bystander. He was in the area when police say a couple of teenage girls got into a heated fight.
He was just standing there.
As the fight escalated, neighbors say one of the girls ran to get a gun and fired. Police say that 14-year-old girl shot Evan and ran from the scene.
It's heartbreaking to see a child laying on the ground with in a pool of blood, just lifeless, just laying there.
This tragedy has community members raising many questions, mainly about youth access to guns. Police haven't yet confirmed where the weapon came from, but say they've recovered the gun and arrested the child who they believe killed Evan.
I mean, to lose his life, he was just 14, he ain't begun to live.
Some neighbors in this apartment complex say fights among the youth happen often, and they want responsible adults to get involved.
Yeah, and when those fights happen, what do the adults do? They watch from the outside, and then they say, you better not leave that fight without beating somebody's ass. You better not come home and you ain't beat somebody down. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm lying. You better not come in the house taking an L. They want you to go take your ass back outside and pull somebody's hair out. They want you to go. Exactly. They want you to win the fight. They want you to end it. And how do these women end it? And men, when they lose the fight, they come back with a strap. So you're saying, oh, get the adults involved. You get the adults involved and they're going to be out there fighting too. And they're going to catch charges for putting hands on a minor. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, I know the police got their job to do. They can't be everywhere. But these parents need to do something about their children. They are unruly and they're not disciplined.
What about your children? Where are they at? Or your children's children? Because she looked like she a grandma. I mean, it's all fine and dandy when you're talking about somebody else's kids, but then when it's your kids, oh, he a good boy. He don't be doing all that. Okay. All right.
And it goes on all the time.
Concerned neighbors and Evan McFall's family say they don't want another tragedy like this to happen. In Dallas, I'm Damon Fernandez.
Wow. So there you have it, guys. There you have it, guys. WP, any last thoughts?
Nah, bro, great show as always. Best of luck of getting your channel monetized again. I heard you mention that earlier. We all riding with you and hope that's going to come back. We're going to put positive vibes out there for you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Thanks, man.
But other than that, great show. I said, and you said you was out, so I'm out. Peace, peace. Till next time.
All right, brother. Yeah, so that was we had a great guest up here, WP, and he was a alumni, or he is an alumni of an HBCU. So shout out to that brother right there, supporting and representing for the HBCUs and giving a little insight on what's going on and why the HBCUs continue to have the issues that they have. So I definitely want to. I'm going to be covering more stories, guys. Y'all know I used to do 2 a day. That was back when I was monetized and there was like a unique incentive for me to do that. Now I'm just trying to switch up. I'm just trying to switch up what I'm doing and figure out how to pivot into, you know, I need to pivot into a way that like all my content's just not going to get looked over, because when they have me on this probationary period, it's just like my shit's not getting out. Like at this point, every video that I drop should be cracking 1,000 views, like no questions asked. But I do appreciate everybody who joined the stream. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You don't have to contribute financially. You don't have to hit the PayPal, the Cash App, or buy the merch. But if you so choose, then we would love to get your contribution. But other than that, man, I appreciate everybody for coming out. Appreciate everybody for joining the stream. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Black Gen Z Mindset, aka Jenquavius Jackson, aka BGZM News 17. And we are going to go ahead and send it to Jenquavius to take us away. Guys, be safe, be thankful, and peace out.
Yo, what's good, BGZM News 17 family? I'm at the corner of Jesse Jackson and Marcus Garvey, and I got some bad news for you. As you can see, I lost my job. I'm out here living in cardboard boxes outside of boarded up vacant homes. YouTube said I'm done getting money out here in these streets. They even took my funky ass suit. So anything right now would help. So go ahead and hit that Cash App, hit that PayPal, hit that GoFundMe. Hell, cop the merch. Or if you want to make the long-term commitment to the Jenquavius Jackson Fund, join the Patreon so that I can continue to put out top-notch content each and every day. Also, check out the Rumble, where there is absolutely no censorship. Link in the description box below.
Hey, yo, ain't that nigga Jenquavius? Yo, I recognize.
No, that's not me no more.
Hey, yo, run your pocket.
Y'all tell me what they say.
Do the opposite of Antonio Brown and take
What
all your
more
shit
do
off.
you want from me?
Oh, look at Daddy.
He's not my grandma.
Really, Ava?
He's not. My dad's in jail and I miss him.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
So it is what it is.